I'm down the allotment and I've brought the boys with me and their cousin as well, and I just thought while they're outside playing, I would do a video that I've been meaning to do for ages, which was the 30 things about me that Stu from Petals and their Paving Slabs has asked me to do. It took me ages to put my list together, which is partly why it's took me so long. I've already shot this once, but I just wasn't happy with it. I forgot to number them and it just was a bit messy. So I hope this one turns out a little better. So, number 1 is I am 6'4" tall, so I'm quite tall, and I don't think many people realise that I'm that tall when they see me in the videos, so that is number 1. Number 2, I'm a head of a department in a secondary school. It's the design technology department, and I teach things like engineering, textiles, product design, graphics and things like that. So that's number 2. Number 3, this is dead important one. I think a lot of people already know about it, but I wanted to put it anyway because it's a big part of who I am and what I do on my YouTube channel, and that is that I've got 2 beautiful sons. One's called Joey and one's called Samuel. So number 3 is that I am originally from Hull. Some people, when they're commenting on my channel, ask me where I'm from because they can't place my accent, and it's mostly because I've got a little bit of Hull accent mixed with the Middlesbrough accent. And so that's number 5. And number 5 is I've got a degree in entertainment design crafts, which was set props and costume design for television, stage, movies and things like that. And then that after that degree I moved into doing teaching, which is why I can teach all the different subject areas. Number 6 is this is a funny one. I really like to watch Star Trek on a night time once I've finished anything that I need to do for work or for my channel or website and things. I like to watch Star Trek on the telly. So that's number 6. Number 7, a lot of you might have noticed that I wear glasses, and that is because I am short-sighted. Number 8, we have got a dog that is called Zelda. You see her now and again in the videos, and she's called Zelda after the computer game Legend of Zelda, after Princess Zelda. Number 9 is my husband Joseph. He's a freelance illustrator, like cartoonist. If you notice at the start of our video, we've got some illustrations and little animations and bits and pieces, and my husband helps me out with those. Number 10 is I like to collect Russian dolls. I have a collection at home of different types of Russian dolls. I just like how the intricate patterns and things on them. So I have a really good collection of Russian dolls. Number 11, I have 4 tattoos, including one of a Russian doll. I've got one with my husband's name on, and one that's got cherry blossoms, and one that's a star on my back as well. Number 12, I have got an allergy to metal. When my eldest was born, Joseph, I had a severe reaction to some metal clips that they'd put in me when I had surgery. Joey's just peeping his head into the shed. Go on play. Look at him looking at me. Right, I was starting to struggle a bit with some of these answers. So number 13 is it's totally random this because I was struggling with things. Number 13, the house that we live in has 3 toilets. Yeah, there you go. Interesting fact for you. There's Joey. He wants to be in the video. Go on then, say hi.
Hi.
There you go.
My cousin's here.
Yeah, I've told them already that your cousin's here. Number 14 is when I got married, I had a rainbow themed wedding. All my bridesmaids were different colours from the rainbow, and the reception area was just multicoloured. It was really bright and vivid, and all of the men had different coloured gerbras on the suits and things. So that's number 14. Hang on a minute. Number 14. Number 15, and this goes back to what I started talking about at the beginning with me teaching design technology. My main specialism is textiles, which is sewing for fashion, embroidery, interior design and things like that. So that was number what are we on? 15. Number 16. Ready? Right. This is also linked to work. I seem to be talking about work. It's because I do it loads, don't I, Dre? Go to work loads, mummy.
She goes for about as many days as I go to school.
Yeah, I go to that. That's because I'm a teacher, isn't it? So number 16. And this is to do with work. I'm trained to operate and teach others to use machinery such as bandsaws, circular saws, wood lathe, centre lathe, and loads of other workshop machinery. I just thought I'd put in there because I thought it it's not something that everybody's able to do. So that one is number 16. Number 17. Are you ready for this? If you haven't guessed already, Mummy's favourite colour is
purple.
Purple. There we go, number 17, which is where the name of my channel came from.
It's just like purple Sweetpea.
Yeah, that's where that's come. And look, here's your cousin, look. Do you want to come in the video, Polly?
Yeah.
Here she comes. Right. So, number 18.
Sam's here, but he's not in the video.
No, he isn't, is he? Number 18. I learned all my video editing skills from my husband. Well, not all of them. I say he taught me the basics, and then from there, through doing all these videos, I've kind of picked up things as I've gone along. And I think my videos have got a lot better over the time that I've been filming these. And that leads me on to number 19, which is our website.
Oh, there's my
is Samuel.
Here's Samuel. Come on, Samuel.
Come on, Sam. Are you going to wave as well? There you go.
This is Sammy. Yeah. This is Sammy, and he's actually 3 and 4 years old.
Right, I've got rid of the children. They've gone to play for a little bit. So number 19 is about my website, because I've just made a new website, and it's www.purplesweetpea.com, and I made the website all by myself, and I'm really, really proud of it. You know, I put a lot of hours into getting it the way that I want it, and you know, if you have a bit of spare time, go and take a look. I think you'll like it, and you know, it's coming along a treat. Number 20 is that I used to be a scout and beaver leader. I'm not any longer, because I've got too much on with work and the allotment and videos and things like that, so I'm no longer, but I used to be a scout leader. Do you know what? That's 20 and 21, because I'm running out of things now. So 20 and 21, I used to be a scout leader, and then I used to be a beaver leader. And then I'm sorry, these are getting like really hard to do. It's a lot of things to think of. 30. Number 22 is that we've got a plum tree in the garden. There you go, and the plum tree was bought for me off the boys a couple of Mother's Days ago, and this year it's the first year that it's blossomed, so I'm really pleased about that. 23 is about my son Joseph, who was named after his dad, who was called Joseph. Me. Yeah, it's you. He was just standing there waiting for that cue, were you, Joseph? He's named after his dad, and Joseph's dad is named after his dad, and Joseph's dad is named after his dad, which means that we've got 4 generations of Josephs in our family. And then this next one is about Samuel. Okay, so this little Sam here was named Sam. There you go. Was named Sam after time travellers. Okay, and he's named after Sam Beckett, and is named after Sam after the Sam off Life on Mars. So maybe one day, Sammy, you'll be a time traveller. What do you think?
Sam, Fireman Sam.
He wants to be a fireman after Fireman Sam, but he was actually named after 2 time travellers called Sam. Here we go. 24 is that I did a little bit of work experience years back now when I was at university for the BBC doing set design on a show where they tested the strength of houses, and we had to redecorate all these old houses, and then they applied things like flooding them and setting them on fire, high wind pressure, to see how well they would last. And I think it was called How Safe Is Your Home, but it was like years and years ago now. 25 is I made a World War II replica uniform for the final part of my degree.
It's true.
Yeah, it is true. 26. This links back to other things to do in Modular Green. That is that I know how to make paper battens for clothing and pattern cutting and things like that, and it's one of the main things that the old GCSE in textiles used to teach. So I used to do quite a lot of pattern drafting and working with students to teach them skills, and I think it's a skill that is getting lost now. But yeah, that's number 26. Number 27 is and this is a bit of news, and I wanted to kind of use this episode as a little bit of letting you know what else is going on with our allotment and website and things like that. Is that I've started doing freelance gardening blogs for Norfolk Greenhouses. You might have noticed that they've appeared in a few of my videos, but I'm also doing blogs for them on their website. So if you want to take a look at that, feel free to. I'll put a link to their website at the bottom of this video if you want to take a look over there. I'm quite proud of it, really, because I've fallen in love with like allotmenting and gardening, and it's kind of come off the back of that, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a good opportunity for me, so I'm making the most of that at the moment. 28 is I like caravanning. We've got a caravan. We've just been away at the weekend. It was absolutely amazing. It's a really old caravan. We didn't pay much for it, but it was just to take the boys away and you know, see the countryside and things like that. So yeah, that is number 28. I like caravanning. And 29 is, and this is a strange one, is I can't ever seem to remember our phone number, our house phone number. Like every time I fill in like an application for a job or details on the internet for something, I can never ever remember our phone number, so I always have to ask my husband for it. So that is number 29. And 30 is a bit of an apology. An apology because there was loads and loads of people that take the time to watch my YouTube videos and comment on them and like them, and I really do try loads to keep on top of everything, but with work and the kids and everything else that I do find it really hard to keep on top of other people's channels and things. So that is number 30, and I'm sorry, I will try harder to watch everybody else's videos. If you've got a video that you really want me to watch and things, just let me know. Just comment on one of my videos or send me a message through YouTube or on the website or something like that, and I'll make the effort to go and watch them. Like, I know I missed out on the sunflower challenge, which I'm going to try and do a little video of today, and other things. But if there's something that you think, oh, Claire would be interested in joining, let me know, and I will try my best to do that. I had to think hard about the people that I wanted to nominate to do this 30 thing. So you might have already done it, because like I say, I don't always get to see everybody's videos. My first one is Ophilia, from Ophilia's allotment garden. I'm really enjoying her videos. It reminds me of when I started first making my videos, which was a couple of years ago now, and I think she's quite quirky and cool, so I'd like to see her try and do 30 things. My next one is Nat from Tulips and Terricotta. Lovely girl, lovely channel. I would really like to hear a little bit more about you and find out some more, so I would like to try and think of 30 things. Like I say, it is very hard. And my last one is Nicola and David from House of the Flying Teapots. If you haven't checked out their channel yet, you know, you really should. It's lovely. I think they have the same kind of dreams as me, as like having a small farm or a homestead or something like that, and they've got an allotment, and they're posting a lot of their progress on there, and I quite like the style of their videos that they're producing as well. So that one is worth having a look, and I would love to hear 30 things from you as well. So that is it. I've rambled on like mad there. I hope you've enjoyed finding out 30 things about me, and I will see you all soon. Bye for now.